Guess what, guys? It's time for another booster box. A box full of Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. We have a box of Theros, or Theros, however you want to say it. This was provided by the gracious people of MTG Card Market. I had told them I intended on using it for Sealed Saturdays. However, with Journey into Nyx right around the corner, I figured I would renew Sealed Saturdays when Journey into Nyx comes out. Sealed Saturdays now is not going to really be that exciting, I don't think. So hopefully MTG Card Market will understand. I will put a link to them in the description below. They are the most active supporter of the channel in terms of sponsors. So if you need any singles, or if you're in the Chicago area, you should totally check them out and tell them HQ sent you. I think the promo code still works too. It's BORN2014, so BORN 2014. Should get you 10% off, which, you know, shoot. That's pretty sweet, right? And I think somebody actually told me they gave it to them in the store too. So thanks, guys, at MTG Card Market. And let's just get cracking. What are we looking for? Well, anything sweet. It's really been a while since I've opened Theros. So, I mean, foil Thassa's, Elspeth's, you know, is the normal stuff. We shall go through, whiz through the commons. We have a Mogus Marauder, Horizon Scholar, Flamecast Wheel, and our rare is a Pixis of Pandemonium. 1 drop, each player exiles a top card of his or her library. You can pay 7 tap, sacrifice it. Each player turns face up all cards he or she owns exiled with Pixis of Pandemonium, then puts all permanents from them on the battlefield. Alright. Well, that's a card. To pack 2. So yeah, Thassa's would be good. Boy, it has been a while since I've opened like a real pack of Theros, I think. I mean, I open a ton on, obviously on MTGO when I stream. I'll be streaming tonight too, so. It's twitch.tv/MTG headquarters. Just make sure you follow, so then you'll know when I stream. Heliod's Emissary, Magma Jet, Favored Hoplite, and our rare is a Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx. Tap to add 1 colorless, or pay 2 and tap and add mana to your mana pool and the number of your devotion to a particular color. So if your devotion to green is 5, then you add 5 green mana. So definitely good in devotion decks, EDH. It is played in standard too. I mean, it's played in many, many formats. All right. Here we go. Burnished Heart. Ordeal of Heliod. Favored Hoplite. And a rare is Sylvan Caryatid. Another fixing. 1/1 green, 0/3 Defender Hexproof. Tap to add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Pretty sure that was the promo card, the buy box card. It was one of the two. Man, I'm seeing so much heroic. Phalanx Leader, Ordeal of Perforos, Sealock Monster, and a rare is a Bowl of Nylea. 1 colorless, 2 green. You can pay 1 and a green and tap it to either put a 1/1 counter on target creature, deal 2 damage to target creature with flying, or gain 3 life, or put up to 4 target cards from your graveyard on the bottom of your library in any color. And we have a foil Warrior's Lesson. I'm trying to think to do, what to do. Been talking to a lot of people about how to support the channel long term, and I've got all these put together, all my boxes of stuff that I've opened that I haven't given away, and now I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with them. Repacks just seem sleazy to me, like grab bags and stuff like that, but I don't know if people like them. Stone Shock Giant, Thassa's Emissary, Coordinated Assault, and a rare is a Perforos. Our first Mythic, 3/1 red, Indestructible. This would be great with the Boros God, I think, right? As long as your devotion to red is less than 5, it is not a creature. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, Perforos deals 2 damage to target opponent. Other than Thassa, I think Perforos is the strongest god. And you can also pump your creatures. And we have a foil Baleful Eidolon. So we're working right along now to the 50,000 subscriber celebration and well beyond. I'm thinking about 100,000 already. So you guys can stop being annoyed by me constantly mentioning it. Magma Jet, Anvil Rot Raptor, Century of the Underworld, and our rare is Gift of Immortality. 2 and a white enchanted creature. When enchanted creature dies, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. Return Gift of Immortality to the battlefield attached. So it's great because unless they can get rid of an enchantment, which I guess is a lot easier now than it was, they basically have to use 2 removal spells to get rid of a creature. Put that on like a Fabled Hero in Draft or something like that, and it's really annoying. Although, check that. It's something different. Perforos' Emissary. Ordeal of Erebos, Ordeal of Nylea, and a rare, Artisan of Forms, 1 and 1 blue, heroic, and whenever you cast a spell that targets it, you may have it copy target creature. And it's any creature, it's not just one you own. So, that's kind of nice. It often wheels in Draft, but it also can be picked early if you're kind of planning on a blue-white heroic or black blue or something like that. Nemesis of Mortals, Burnished Heart, Flamecast Wheel, and we have a Temple of Abandon. This is the red-green Scryland. Always good. I don't love opening them in Draft, but I mean, they're useful, but you know, in the current meta, there's so many aggro decks out there too, aggressive decks. Glare of Heresy, you don't really have time to be scrying away on land on the early drops, but late drop can be nice. Spellheart Chimera, Evangel of Heliod, and our rare is a Prophet of Krufix. Love this card in Draft. Untap all creatures and lands you control during each other player's untap step. You may cast creature cards as though they had flash. And our foil rare is Daxos of Meletus. I really enjoy this card in Draft. 2/2. Can't be blocked by creatures of 3 or greater. It also, whenever it deals combat damage, you gain life equal to the card's converted mana cost. Until end of turn, you may cast that card as if you... And you may spend mana as though it were any color to cast it. It's a fun card. I mean... cool and all. It's cool, yo. It's cool. Ordeal of Thassa, Warrior's Lesson, Cutthroat Maneuver, and a Bind of Thassa. Great for devotion decks. 2 blue and 2 colorless. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. You can also make your opponent's creatures attack. It's a very powerful weapon. One of the best. Nemesis of Mortals, Satyr Piper, Decorated Griffin, and a rare is Whip of Erebos. Right into the next. I do enjoy Whip of Erebos. 2 colors, 2 black, gives all your creatures lifelink. That's good right there. Then also for 2 colors, 2 black, you can return a creature for 1 turn and give it haste. It's great with Gray Merchants, I'll tell you that. Late game. It's like direct damage on a stick. But they get exiled after you do it once, so you just can't keep doing it. Phalanx Leader, Thassa's Emissary, Coordinated Assault, and our rare Daxos of Meletus. We already went through him. Moving right along. Are you guys getting excited for Journey? We have a Sea God's Revenge, Witch's Eye, Insatiable Harpy, and our rare is a Mythic, and it is a Master of Waves. Very good card. I've been seeing this card a little bit more often, so our Mythics so far have been pretty good. 3 colorless, 1 blue. For 2/1, it has protection from red. Elemental creatures you control get +1/+1. And as it enters the battlefield, put number of 1/0 tokens equal to your devotion of blue. So if your devotion is 5, you all of a sudden have 5/2/1 tokens. Oh, and a foil forest. Gotta love the Master of Waves. I mean, he is, after all, the Master. Alright, we have Peak Eruption, Spellheart Chimera, Evangel of Heliod, Triad of Fates. 2 colorless, 1 white, 1 black. You can put a fate counter on target creature, then you can pay to either exile it, then return to the battlefield under its owner's control, or exile it and have its owner draw 2 cards. That would seem good with Green Merchant. Oh, and I'm sure a lot of other things. Battlewise Hoplite, Gainsay, Satyr Piper, and a Rapid Baconization. X and 2 blue. X, you can target the number of creatures, exile them, replace them with 2/2 boar creature tokens. Definitely enjoy that card. It's a great card for this format. I remember first seeing it and I was like, this card stinks. And then as I've been playing tons of Limited, it's very helpful in Limited. That's a fact. Tormented Hero, Horizon Scholar, Ordeal of Nylea, and Soldier Pantheon. 1 white for 2/1 with protection from multicolored, and whenever you cast a multicolored spell, you gain 1 life. Thassa on the front, Thassa on the front, Thassa in the pack. Here we go. Calling my shot. Anvil Watt Raptor, Vanquish the Foul, Triton Fortune Hunter, and Rageblood Shaman. 1 color is 2 red for 2/3 Trampler. All other Minotaur creatures you control get +1/+1 and have Trample. We have a foil Savage Surge. Yeah, so it's been a pretty crazy whirlwind now, and between this and my Pokemon channel, things have been going pretty good. We're growing and having lots of fun, and really that's the important thing. Centaur Battlemaster, Erebos Emissary, Varika's Mender, and Abhorrent Overlord. This is a pre-release rare, 7-drop, 6/6 flyer, and it put the number of 1/1 black harpies into play equal to your devotion to black, and you must sacrifice a creature each turn. Generally, even if your devotion to black is 0, having that thing in play for a turn or 2 is good enough to win any game in a draft. Most of the time. Chronicler of Heroes, Cutthroat Maneuver, Decorated Griffin, and Polis Crusher. Very aggressive card. 2 and 1 red, 1 green, 4/4 Trampler, Monstrosity 3. So it gets to be 7/7 Trampler, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, if Polis Crusher is monstrous, destroy target enchantment that player controls. Seems like a fringe card. Could probably be annoying in some decks, or against some decks, I mean. Rescue from the Underworld, Gainsay, Dark Betrayal, and a Temple of Mystery. We have the green-blue Scryland. So how are you guys doing? I hope you're having a great week. Spring is very close. It finally arrived in Wisconsin here. It's been in the 40s and 50s now that it's April, but that's good. Hunt the Hunter, Keepsake Gorgon, Dark Betrayal, and our rare is Hammer of Perforos. 1 colorless, 2 red, all creatures you control have haste, or you could pay 2 and 1 red, sacrifice a land, put a 3/3 colorless Golem enchantment creature token into play. Card has early value and late value, although I have trouble working it in draft decks, because if you're playing aggressive, you really want to be, I mean, turn 3, you really want to be placing a threat on the table. It's hard sometimes for me to cast it. Kragma Warcaller, Dissolve, Prowler's Helm, and a Thoughtseize. Okay, this was definitely a chase rare early on, a single black. Target player this is a reprint. Target player reveals his or her hand. You may choose a non-land card from it. They discard it, and you pay 2 life. We have a foil Breaching Hippocamp. So yeah, thanks again, mtgcardmarket.com, and I'll put a link to them in the description below. You should guys at least go check them out. You know, my bet is if you need any singles and you use our promo code, you'll probably be able to get them cheaper there than anywhere else. Hunt the Hunter, Destructive Revelry, Arena Athlete, and Anger of the Gods. 1 colorless, 2 red. Sorcery speed, Anger of the Gods deals 3 damage to each creature. If creature dealt damage this way would die, exile it instead. So definitely check them out for your singles, and if you play F&M, you should go check it out. Those guys seem really cool. They drove up here, hung out for a little bit. Very cool guys. Perforos is Emissary, Witch's Eye, Insatiable Harpy, and our rarest Psychic Intrusion. 5-drop, 1 black, 1 blue. Target opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose a non-land card from that player's graveyard or hand and exile it. You may cast that card for as long as it remains exiled. And you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast that spell. Moving right along here. Still got our eyes out for an Elspeth. Rescue from the Underworld. Nyla's Emissary. Dauntless Onslaught. And a Temple of Triumph. Red-White Scryland. We have some Mythic. You know, it's not like we have a ton of Mythic so far, so, you know, there's still a good chance we might see a Planeswalker in this box. They're both good in this set, I think. Crone Hoplite, Erebos' Emissary, Farrak's Mender, and a Steam Augury. 2 colorless and black and a red and a blue. Reveal top 5 cards of your library and separate them into 2 piles. An opponent chooses one of those piles. Put that pile into your hand and the other into the graveyard. Yeah, I'm excited. I've got a crazy traveling month. I've got to travel on like both sides of the pre-release. It's going to be nuts. Chronicler of Heroes, Artisan Sorrow, Prowler's Helm, and a Colossus of Akros. 8-drop for a 10/10 with Defender, and it's indestructible when it goes monstrous. Becomes a 20/20 and can attack. Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna be tired this month, and I really am hoping I can get some help to get all the pre-release stuff and all that done the week of pre-release too. Ordeal of Thassa, Mogus Marauder, Flamecast Wheel, and Nylea, God of the Hunt. 3 and 1 green for 6/6 indestructible. And other creatures you control have trample, and 3 and a green. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. That's pretty good. Happy to see all the gods are pretty good. I mean, Erebos isn't great, but he's still pretty good. Heliod's probably the worst, and even he's okay. Vanquish the Foul. Kara Mitra's Acolyte. Sealock Monster. And our rares of Boon Satyr. Great card. 1 and 2 green, 4/2 flasher. Or you can pay 5 and flash bestow it. So that's can be a real blowout, especially in limited play. All right. Tormented Hero. Battlewise Hoplite. Arena Athlete. A Temple of Mystery. All right. Black-green Scryland. Another foil rare. 2 foil rares in here. I saw foil white and I was like, eh? Foil Gift of Immortality. Okay. Anything's possible. Crone Hoplite. Ordeal of Perforos. Arena Athlete. Oh yeah, and a Stormbreath Dragon. 5-drop 4/4 flying haste protection from white. Pay 7 gets monstrosity 3. When Stormbreath Dragon becomes monstrous, it deals damage to each opponent equal to the number of cards in that player's hand. He's gonna be pretty good, I think, in Journey into Nyx. I mean, he's obviously pretty good already, but I think he gets better when that like new god makes him basically indestructible. Dissolve, Fanatic of Mogus, Ordeal of Nylea, and a Crone Horse. 4-drop, 0/4 Defender. When you put into play, your opponent gets control. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent puts a 1/1 white soldier creature token onto battlefield. I'm happy with the Stormbreath Dragon. Definitely happy with that. It's definitely a sweet pull. That is a fact. Kragma Warcaller, Karametra's Acolyte, Satyr Piper, and a Chain to the Rocks. Very good. Single white mana is a reprint as well. Enchant Mountain you control. When Chain to the Rocks enters the battlefield, exile target creature an opponent controls until Chain to the Rocks leaves the battlefield. So thanks again, mtgcardmarket.com. We're down to our last draft pack here. Thank you for the support, and hopefully the HQ crew will return the favor by checking out your website, which is linked below. And hey, buy some stuff. Born 2014. It's a promo code that should still work. Peak Eruption, Glare of Heresy, Thassa's Emissary, and a rare, Reverent Hunter. Seems like every time I cast this, it's my 3-drop, and that's never good. When it enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on it equal to your devotion to green. Destructive Revelry, Artisan Sorrow, Shipwreck Singer, and Prognostic Sphinx. Extremely difficult card to deal with and limited. One of the most powerful easily. 3-drop, 2 blue, 3 colors, 2 blue, 3/5 flying. Discard a card. It gains hexproof till end of turn. Whenever it attacks, scry 3. Although I admit, there's definitely a point of diminishing return there. In most cases. Okay. Last pack. Thanks again, Card Market. Thanks again, hashtag MTG Beards. You can tweet at me at MTG Headquarters. That's the best way probably to interact other than the comment section down below. Don't forget to crush that like button. I know you would. I knew you were going to forget, right? It's just there. Now I'm reminded. Now you can crush it. And I appreciate it. Stone Shock Giant, Nihilist Emissary, if you liked it. Dauntless Onslaught, and a Mistcutter Hydra is our final rare. Pay X, and 1 green. Mistcutter Hydra cannot be countered, has haste, protection from blue, and it comes into play with X counters on it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this box, and if you did, make sure you crush that thumbs up button. It means a lot, it helps spread the channel, and we're definitely trying to grow here. Mistcutter Hydra, Prognostic Sphinx, Reverent Hunter, Chain to the Rocks, a Crow and Horse, Stormbreath Dragon, Foil Gift of Immortality, Temple of Mystery, Boon Satyr, Nylea God of the Hunt, Colossus of Akros, Steam Augury, Temple of Triumph, Psychic Intrusion, Anger of the Gods, Thoughtseize, Hammer of Perforos, Temple of Mystery, Polis Crusher, Abhorrent Overload, Rageblord Shaman, Soldier Pantheon, Curse of the Swine, Rapid Baconization, Triad of Fates, Master of Waves. So definitely some great cards in this box. Daxos, Meletus, Whip of Erebos, Bind of Thassa, Daxos Foil, Prophet of Crufix, Temple of Abandon, Artisan of Forms, Gift of Immortality, Perforos. Yeah, this was a great box. Bow of Nylea, Sylvan Caryatid, great, Anna Nykthos. Just a great box overall. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and we'll talk to you again real soon. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you haven't already, check out some of our most popular playlists from MTG vlogs, sick gameplay videos, new product breaks, and some insane vintage openings. I upload 3 to 4 new Magic the Gathering videos every week, so if you haven't already, please take a moment to crush that subscribe button to join one of the fastest growing Magic the Gathering channels on YouTube. Talk to you later.